do I start? It's like the saying, enjoy the journey, not the destination. And, you know, I guess the truest way to experience that is just being in the present and being in the moment, in the now, as everyone would like to say. But it's like, how do we get there? Because I feel as if a lot of times we're just pressured, or we're just tossed into ideas of the future and what we should do, or just things that happened in the past and some sort of attachment we have to it. And we lose track of the now, because we look back in the past and it's like, oh, we were kids, we enjoy it. For most of us, it's not to say for 100% certainty, but most of us did that, and we look upon it in some rose-tinted glasses. That's just because we were in the present. We didn't have to worry about so many things. We didn't have to worry about where am I going to be in 5 years. We're just having fun for the sake of having fun. We're just enjoying life as it comes to us. And not everything was all sunshine and rainbows. I understand that, and that goes just to say, it's like, there's a lot to learn. And as I'm understanding, it's like, just something I've thought about. It's like, I can't help everyone as much as I love to and want to. I can't make anyone do anything. I can't make anyone change anything. That has to come from themselves, out of a certain sort of realization. And depending on the circumstance, sometimes they aren't willing to change, and you just kind of gotta let them go. It doesn't have to be harsh. It doesn't have to be necessarily cruel or some sort of mean-spirited thing. It's just, we're at two different ideas, two different mentalities, two different parts of our own life, and it's like, we necessarily can't connect. And even in the past, if we did, but now it's like we're on different parts of our life, and that's just how people drift away. And what I'm realizing now is, like, when I first started this, I was just in the idea or state of mind that it's like, okay, I think I know a good amount. Not to say I know a lot, but it's just the idea that my thoughts could maybe help someone out there. And as I've continued making more videos, as I've continued just learning more, doing more, and living, it's like, as much as I want to say do this, do that, try this, try that, it's like, when will it start? When will it start? Whatever it is, whatever endeavor you have and want to achieve, it's like, when will you start? You are the creator of your own reality, in a sense. Everything is molded in by your hands. You shape your own life, essentially. And it's like, how will you do it? How will you go about it? And it's not gonna be perfect. I'm realizing that. I've always known it, but it's like, a lot of things don't go according to plan. A lot of things don't turn out how you expect it to, but it's like, okay, I'm gonna still keep going. I'm not gonna let that stop me. And as I've just done more things and learned that I enjoy helping people, it got me thinking, like, why do I enjoy helping people? And I'd like to believe it's just out of the kindness of my own heart. Do unto others that you like unto yourself, out of a genuine place of my heart. Do a loving act. That's just one thing I do. Like I believe, I truly believe. And sometimes it's like I'm trying to just explain things to people and I can't seem to just get it right in people's heads. You feel me? I can't. And it feels like a futile struggle, a useless struggle, trying to push instead of just pull. Just give them perspective and just leave it at that. And I think that's one thing I learned a while ago. You know, I can't try and change it. No matter how hard you push, it's always gonna keep going further and further away. So I'm gonna just say what I say, and however that affects someone, it affects someone. And not in some sort of mean-spirited way, as some people say, like, oh, I'm just a blunt person. Like, I'm gonna say it as it is with compassion. You feel me? As best as I can. Sometimes I do forget, but I do have a lot of patience. But, you know, I'm saying everything out of not to be mean-spirited, not any of that. I'm just saying it out of compassion. And will this truly help someone? Now, that's one thing of looking at it. It's like, will it really help someone if I tell them this truth? And that's a weird perspective, because it's like, would it be wrong to not tell them the truth? I prefer saying, tell them the truth, but I guess just be compassionate with it. You know, if let's say in one scenario, if they're just doing something wrong, you don't have to say you're doing it wrong, do it this way. It's like, yo, you know, the way you're doing it isn't right, but let me show you how to do it. Like, let me show you the way I've done it. And it's just trying to be kind, trying to be caring for everyone. As it genuinely makes me feel something when I see someone upset, when I see someone sad, angry. It's almost like I feel it in a sense. Or at other times I feel a different emotion than what they're feeling. They may feel anger, and I just feel a sadness probably, or just empathy. I don't feel like that's the right word. But just to say, it's like, you know, as I'm living life, I just want to go through my path, and anyone who needs a helping hand, if I can help, I will. I think that's just a good way to live until I'm proven otherwise. I guess that's the whole reason why I started this YouTube channel, I guess. You know, as I'm living my life, as I'm trying to figure things out, hopefully in some sort of way I can help someone. What I do think about though is, why are we so stressed? Why are we so stressed? When can we just decompress? And the fact is, it's like our phones usually isn't making it any easier. In two ways. Like, in one way, you can just be looking at all the drama, all the negative things happening, all the bad things happening, all this, that, who's saying what, who's doing what, what's this, yeah. And it's like, it just kind of fuels it, kind of fuels that stress. Makes us feel some sort of way. It doesn't make us feel right. Knowing we got our own problems, but steady looking at other people, seeing, oh, who's doing this, there, and while ignoring what we had to deal with. And another way is like just looking at all the fun stuff, all that, getting lost and just laughing. And, you know, I'd say if you were to choose one of the two, pick that one. But at the same time, I don't think they're both right choices. Where I found myself sometimes just getting caught up in just laughing, trying to ignore stuff I have on my mind and things I have to sort out. You know, and I just sort of see that as a distraction in itself. And it doesn't necessarily just have to be our phones. It can be games. It can be just so many random stuff, because I can't even think of all the possibilities. But I'm just saying phones because that's just a prevalent one now, because everyone has one. And it's just so easy to get lost in that. I think it's so easy to get lost in that, and I feel as if the times I'm the most peaceful is when I'm away from my phone. You know, I'm just sitting there. I'm just in my own mind, in my own world, in my own life, and just living it. And just away from everything like that. That's where I feel the most calm. And it takes me back to a time when I just go out with a friend, right? And we just go, we just be in this car just talking about everything. And I cherish that. We hung out like for a couple months, and then we just kind of went our own ways just because we had other stuff to do. But you know, I think that was peaceful for me. I think that was genuinely peaceful for me. Oh wow, that truck was loud though. What was the whole point of this video? I don't know. I guess it was just me talking. I don't necessarily have an idea for it. I'm just letting my mind goes where it goes. And I do wish sometimes that, like, we could just all magically, you know, reduce our screen time to like 2 hours, all of us, and just see how much time we waste. Because some people be on it for 6, some be on it for 8, some be on it less than I do. I don't be on it too often, too long. Actually, 2 hours is actually kind of long, I'm not gonna lie. But I just know like cutting it completely would be absurd. Back to the whole thing and reason with that is like, I don't know, it's like, what are we doing with our time? And what are we doing with ourselves? Because it's like, we take a step back from all of this, and it's like, what do we do? What are we doing? Where are we going? And it's not, I don't mean that in a way where it's like we gotta constantly have some sort of objective, just running, wearing ourselves out for things that might not mean much to us. But if it means something, it means something, and it won't really feel like a push. You're just kind of going towards it because it's just natural for you. But I mean it in a way, it's like, when can we just sit with ourselves for a moment? I need that for myself at times too. I found myself just so clouded in so many stuff. It's like, I'll be on my phone just looking at it. I'm like, this is numbing my brain. This is numbing my brain. This doesn't feel right. So I just turn it off and just sit there. I'll literally just sit there and then probably just do something else. But the whole point being is like, we don't constantly need to be striving for goals, striving, pushing ourselves, and not letting ourselves kind of recover and recuperate ourselves. Because it's like, boom, we can achieve something, and it's like, sure, you achieved it, but it's like, who'd you become and what have you done? And it's just, I guess progress is great and all, but it's like, we need to actually feel it. We need to actually feel the progress we're making. You know, it's not just, okay, I only be happy, I only do this, I only feel this when I hit A, B, and C. It's like, nah. Like, why can't we be that now? Why can't we be happy now? And in a way, it's like, it's kind of like a paradox because, you can't be happy 24/7. It's a feeling, it'll go away. And I feel like that's not the right use of the word paradox, but it's like, that's the only word I came up with. But we can't constantly be happy 24/7. We're human. We have a full range of emotions, and we're not allowing ourselves to feel all of them. But I guess the whole reason I just kind of want to just let my mind wander was the whole idea of just helping people, and you tell someone to do something, and it's like, imagine you close your eyes. You can't control nothing outside of that. You can't control nothing outside of that. You can't make someone do anything, and you shouldn't expect to. You shouldn't want that. Why would you want to take away someone else's freedom? The same way you might allow someone to take your own. We have to have a full awareness of ourselves. Am I doing this for the right reason? Am I doing it because I really want to? I want to help this person, or am I doing it out of some sort of guilt if I didn't? And could I live with that guilt, or could I not? Because sometimes you can't, so do it, I guess. Whatever in your best interest, in your heart. And it's been a while. It's been a while since I've just felt this calm, in a sense. I'm gonna just leave it off there, honestly. Guys, it's just where my mind was at the moment. I just kind of wanted to vent, I won't lie. I just wanted to talk and just let my thoughts go where they go, and yeah, see ya.